In the last few days, many key details regarding China's active support to Pakistan have emerged. Indian analysts report that during the standoff, China supplied Pakistan with advanced satellite imagery and air defense coordination, significantly enhancing Islamabad's ability to monitor and respond to Indian missile activity. This assistance allegedly included real-time tracking data on the flight paths of India's BrahMos cruise missiles, as well as early warning alerts delivered through Chinese electronic intelligence networks. In addition, Chinese military intelligence units are believed to have closely observed India's deployment of surface-to-air missile systems, relaying detailed command and control insights directly to Pakistan's general headquarters. For the first time in active combat, Pakistan fielded Chinese-built Chengdu J-10C fighter jets equipped with PL-15 beyond visual range air-to-air missiles, signaling Beijing's readiness to supply advanced military platforms to a close strategic partner. Shortly after the ceasefire, Pakistan's Foreign Minister Ishaq Dar made his first foreign visit since the conflict to Beijing, underscoring the importance of the bilateral relationship. During high-level talks with State Councillor Wang Yi, Dar secured pledges for deeper security collaboration, including expanded joint military exercises, intelligence sharing mechanisms, and technology transfers. China's Foreign Minister Wang Yi affirmed the alliance, stating, "As a staunch friend, China will, as always, firmly support Pakistan in safeguarding its national sovereignty and territorial integrity, support Pakistan in exploring a development path that suits its national conditions, and support Pakistan in resolutely combating terrorism." Latest U.S. Defense Intelligence Agency World Threat Assessment Report, released a few days ago, stated Pakistan primarily is a recipient of Beijing's economic and military largesse, and its forces conduct multiple military exercises with Chinese forces every year. It further adds, foreign material and technology supporting Pakistan's WMD programs are very likely acquired primarily from suppliers in China, and sometimes are transshipped through Hong Kong, Singapore, Turkey, and the UAE. It is not wrong to state that China is using Pakistan as a proxy against India. Technically, India is at war with China. In this video, Defense Updates analyzes what aspects Indian military needs to fix vis-à-vis China. Before we proceed, a word on NordVPN, which is one of the most trusted and fastest VPN brand that has a no-log policy validated by Deloitte. NordVPN provides a 256-bit encrypted tunnel that protects your privacy and also enables you to access contents that are blocked based on geolocation. Its threat protection system helps you avoid phishing, scams, and malware. NordVPN application is available for all the major platforms as well as browsers. Get an exclusive NordVPN deal with massive saving by going to nordvpn.com/defense or clicking the link in the description. It's risk-free with Nord's 30-day money-back guarantee. China's quest to break its long-standing reliance on foreign jet engines has seen significant strides in recent years, with indigenous power plants gradually moving from prototypes to frontline service. Historically, Chinese fighters depended heavily on Russian designs like the Saturn AL-31, but persistent efforts over 2 decades, which includes reverse engineering and hacking, have begun to yield homegrown alternatives capable of matching and in some respects surpassing their imported counterparts. The Shenyang WS-10A, nicknamed Taihang, was China's first serious attempt at a modern fighter turbofan. Early variants suffered from reliability issues and limited thrust, but sustained development has produced improved versions, now powering J-10C, J-11B, and J-16 combat jets. According to industry analyses, the WS-10A's thrust now exceeds that of the Russian AL-31F, and it has demonstrated better service life and maintenance characteristics, marking a pivotal turning point in China's engine independence. Perhaps the most eagerly anticipated project is the WS-15MA, designed specifically for the Chengdu J-10 stealth fighter. After years of delays, 2023-24 imagery and reports confirm that twin WS-15 test flights have taken place, suggesting the engine's boost phase thrust, estimated at 160 kilonewtons, finally meets the J-20's demanding requirements. First clear photographs of a J-20A prototype bearing serrated WS-15 exhaust nozzles surfaced in mid-2024, signaling that production models may soon field these homegrown engines. thus freeing the type from its interim Russian power plants. Indigenous jet engine development in India has not progressed well. The GTX-35VS Cavalry turbofan engine developed by DRDO for fighter jets has not achieved the desired dry and weight thrust parameters and is also a bit overweight. India's Tejas fighter is dependent on American GE-404 engines whose delivery is facing delays. Similarly, development of AMCA, Advanced Medium Combat Aircraft, could face the same problem. One of the key factors that make American Navy warships so potent is the presence of Mark 41 VLS vertical launch system cells. Ticonderoga cruiser and Arleigh Burke destroyers have 122 and 96 of these cells. The important aspect is that Mark 41 VLS is multi-role and can fire a variety of missiles, including Tomahawk, Standard Missiles 2, 3, and 6, ESSM Blocks 1 and 2, as well as RUM-139A VL ASROC. Multi-role VLS setup provides a great deal of flexibility and typically enable warships to carry more weapons. China has invested in similar multi-role VLS for its warships. GJB 5860-2006 VLS cells can accommodate different kinds of weapons, which includes HHQ 9 long-range surface-to-air missiles, YJ-18A anti-ship missiles, YJ-21 anti-ship ballistic missiles, CJ-10 land attack cruise missile, and anti-submarine missiles. Chinese Type 055 and Type 052D have 112 and 64 VLS cells respectively. Indian warships like the Kolkata and Vishakhapatnam class are very potent, but weapons loadout is not sufficient for high-tempo combat scenarios. For example, only 16 BrahMos anti-ship missiles and 32 Barak 8 surface-to-air missiles are loaded in these warships. India needs to get its act together and build warships with multi-purpose VLS cells. Next-generation destroyers, NGD, also referred to as Project 18 Destroyer, are expected to be equipped with about 100 to 120 cell multi-role VLS, but is still in planning phase. Ballistic missile submarines armed with SLBMs are the most survival leg of the nuclear triad. While a first strike might wipe out a country's land-based missiles and nuclear bombers, it's very difficult to track a ballistic missile submarine patrolling quietly in the depths of the ocean, and it is almost impossible to take them all out in a first strike. In United States' 2025 posture document, Anthony J. Cotton, Commander United States Strategic Command, has acknowledged People Liberation Army Navy Type 094 ballistic missile submarines as China's first credible sea-based nuclear deterrent. The service operates 6 of these. The Type 094 is armed with 12 JL-2 or JL-3 SLBMs. JL-2 has an estimated range of 7,400 kilometers, or 4,600 miles, while JL-3 has an approximate range of 10,000 kilometers, or 6,210 miles. Both can have 3 MIRV nuclear warheads, each with yields possibly around 35 kilotons. While India has made progress with Arihant-class submarines which are armed with K-series missiles, a lot more needs to be done. INS Arihant and INS Arigat are the only active submarines of this class, and they can be armed with 12 K-15 SLBMs, 1,500 kilometers or 930 miles range, or 4 K-4 SLBMs, 3,500 kilometers or 2,200 miles range. Iridium and another SSBN are expected to be armed with 8 K-5 SLBM having 5,000 kilometers or 3,100 miles range, but have a long way to go before being operational. While India doesn't need a very long-range SLBM like China, which seeks a deterrence against US, it does need to strengthen its undersea nuclear delivery option with induction of at least 5 SSBNs, capable of carrying 8 K-5 SLBMs each.